When you become that individual everyone goes to in the department for answers, you've actually become a subject matter expert. And that's a great thing to be known as. You have become invaluable not only to the department and to the team, but even to the company as a whole. And by the way, don't make the same mistake that I've seen others make where they try to make themselves indispensable by not sharing that knowledge, because that's not going to help your career in any shape or form. I've seen that many times before, and people just stay at the same level. They never have moved. A company might not want to get rid of them, but they also don't have any intention of promoting them whatsoever to enhance the company. So becoming a subject matter expert is great, but how do you get other companies to recognize you as a subject matter expert? I mean, you're known as top talent within the four walls of your company, but how do you become discoverable out there for your talent outside of these four walls? You become a thought leader. My name is Bill Benoist. I'm a certified professional career coach here in Silicon Valley, and I upload new career tips and strategies every Tuesday. So if these are the kind of topics, or maybe you're currently in career transition and you want some pointers on, interviewing and other areas of that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, as I do upload new career tips and strategies every Tuesday. So I was recently having lunch with a friend of mine who's a senior vice president at one of the staffing agencies in Silicon Valley. And we were talking about individuals in technical roles, specifically software engineers and QA analysts. And I asked him, I said, you have somebody that's in one of these fields. How did they become recognized as top talent out there? And he had one word, and he says GitHub. The technical recruiters and hiring managers, technical hiring managers, they're scanning GitHub all the time. So for you non-technicals out there, and you're wondering, well, what is GitHub? Let me read you off what their definition is. GitHub is a development platform where you can host code, manage projects, and build software alongside other developers. My guess is that if you're a software coder, you already knew what GitHub is. Now, if you are a software engineer or a QA analyst and you're not using GitHub and you're looking to make a change, or you want to become recognized as top talent, I would definitely start focusing on that this year. But what if you're not a software engineer or a QA analyst? What if you don't do any kind of coding whatsoever? How do you become a thought leader? Well, you're going to use one of three things: social media, or you're going to be a published author, or you can go ahead and be a guest blogger. Any one of these three is going to help you get to where you are, because what you need to become is known for your talent out there. And how do you become known for your talent? You got to let people know about it. So let's take social media for example. If you have a Twitter account, go to your Twitter account, do a search for the hashtag #HR. And you know what you're going to find is a lot of individuals, experts in the field of HR, that are writing about some of the trends that are happening out there in 120 characters or less. I mean, and maybe what they're doing is they're sharing articles out there, because that's all really you need to do. But you want to be recognized and known. And so the individuals that are following this are other individuals in the HR field. Another way to do it is guest blogging. I haven't done it for a while, but I used to write, I was a guest blogger on Lead Change Group. Now, Lead Change is one of the most read leadership blogs in the world. And I used to put myself out there with that, and I would get a lot of contacts. Another favorite of mine is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great way. It's a professional platform out there where you can actually share your own blogs or your own articles and get a lot of attention drawn to yourself. I'll post an article out there within the first 24 hours. I may have anywhere from 150 to 200 views. And by the end of the week, I can be up close to 1,000 views. And these aren't my connections because I'm using hashtag symbols along with keywords out there. So if I write a word on becoming an entrepreneur over the age of 50, I may use hashtag symbols like baby boomer and other things that people are actually searching on. Another way is simply becoming a published author. There's a lot of different industry regs out there that, commercial real estate, they have their own industry journals. Project management has their own industry journals. Healthcare, whatever industry you're in, there's going to be a journal out there. But there's also other areas. There's Huffington Post. There's Forbes. I recently submitted something to the AARP magazine newsletter because most of my clients that I work with are over the age of 50. But what you need to do is you need to get that exposure out there. You need to get that exposure outside the four walls of your company that you're in to be known as a thought leader. And this is 3 different ways to do it: social media, guest blogging, and becoming a published author. And by the way, it's not that difficult to do any of these. It just takes a little bit of effort. But moving your career along, advancing your career takes effort, right?